Hello students, today we are going to do revision of chapter physical and chemical change. Okay, so I have made it in the flowchart form. Okay, first all the changes around us, okay, is what? A physical change or a chemical change. Okay, so physical change, what is physical change? It is change in shape, size and state of a substance. Okay, shape also can change, size can also change or state can also change. Regarding shape, we have studied that if we are tearing the paper into different bits and then rejoining it, there is a change in shape when we tear it off, isn't it? So here you can see that there is change in shape takes place, change in size you can see, like the chalk which we have seen, it has been made into amorphous form and in the stick form. Okay, and state, ice can be converted into water in the liquid form by rising the temperature, and again if we boil that water it changes into the gaseous state, and again if the gaseous state is cooled you get what? The solid state of that water, that is ice. Okay, in this no new substances are formed. Actually, if water is in the ice form and it melts to form in the liquid form, then here no new water remains water only. Nothing new substance has been formed. If we tear the paper, the constituents of the papers are similar only, it is not changed. So in a physical change, no new substances are formed. It is reversible and temporary. Naturally, if we are making ice and we are converting it into water in the liquid form and again into ice, we can convert it by just decreasing the temperature. So naturally here what is happening, these changes can be reversed back and so they are temporary in nature. Now come to chemical change. Chemical change, in this what happens? Reaction takes place, and with what the reaction takes place, one or two substances would they react together to form a new substance. In this new substance has been formed, and this is known as what? Chemical reaction. Like if you are taking what? Magnesium, and magnesium, with magnesium you are adding what? Oxygen. You are getting what? Magnesium oxide, isn't it? And this magnesium oxide, in this you will see a new substance has been formed, and so this is a chemical reaction. Next property of a chemical change is that there can be evolution of gas. For example, if we are taking what? Water, we are passing what? Electricity. So what happens in this? In this, what is formed? H2 plus O2. Both are in what? Gaseous form. So in this chemical change, there can be evolution of gas. Now change in color. Like example I had said to you, CuSO4 plus Fe. It gives what? FeSO4 plus Cu. In this you had seen that this copper sulfate solution is blue in color, but we are getting what? Green color, and this shows that what? Chemical reaction has taken place. Now formation of a precipitate, this also I said to you what happens in this. In this AgNO3 silver nitrate plus sodium chloride, okay, it reacts to give what? AgCl plus NaNO3. Here this is what? The precipitate. What is the precipitate? In the solution, insoluble slippery-like substance are formed, and that is known as what? The precipitate. So in a chemical change, precipitate can also be formed. If we are talking energy change, the reaction in the chemical change, there can be absorption of the energy, or there can be evolution of energy. It can be in the form of heat or light. So here in the reactions, if we are burning a paper, what is happening? It is converting into its ashes form. It is a chemical reaction only, burning of paper, and what happens in this? There is tremendous amount of energy release. So that is a chemical change. Okay, chemical change leads to, next topic is rusting of iron. Okay, so what is rusting of iron? So in rusting of iron, what happens? Iron objects plus oxygen plus water, it forms what? Iron oxide. This is what? Iron oxide, and this is known as what? Rust. This rust is what? Dark reddish brown in color, and it appears like flaky substance on the iron objects. Actually what happens, this iron, it reacts with oxygen and water to form iron oxide. This iron oxide, which is coated now over the iron objects, or the upper surface of that iron, changes into iron oxide, and this is dark brown or reddish brown in color, I'll say, and this is known as rust, and this is rusting of iron. This rusting of iron is not at all good, because the iron objects gets what? Destroyed, and it can't be used. So we should prevent rusting of iron. So how can we prevent rusting of iron? By using what? Oil or grease, and second is what? By galvanization. So if I am talking about oil or grease, on the surface of the iron objects, if we coat oil or grease, what happens? It disconnects the iron from the surrounding where oxygen and water is present, and as a result it will not rust. Okay, and rusting of iron can be prevented. Now galvanization. In galvanization, what do? We paint the iron objects with water, zinc. We coat it with zinc, and this zinc does not allow it to rust, and this is how rusting of iron can be prevented. One more topic is there in this, that is crystallization. In this crystallization, what happens? We are preparing pure crystals of the salt if the impure salt is given. So once again, go through the chapter properly. If anything not understood, see the other parts of the video. Okay students, take care.